Hey guys, I know that you can't recognize me. You're like, why is Haley in the car with Bella Hadid? But guys, it is Joe.
And I was going to say the same thing. We're back. Me and Bella Hadid. Hey friends, it has been so long. Like an entire probably month and a half at this point.
It's been so long that I transcend into the depths of hell, and then in there I literally was burned to death, reincarnated as a phoenix, and rose from the ground, and then came back to earth.
And then your eyebrows fell off.
Well, they didn't fall off.
I know, but that was
they just changed colors.
That was so are they like a mood brows now?
Yeah, it's literally like mood ring.
So what is this mood? Like just neutral?
Cunt? I don't know, slang.
Bella Hadid.
Literally, like
my mood is Bella Hadid. What mood would Bella Hadid be?
Like I would say her mood is just like
very casual. That was going to say the same thing.
Very,
very neutral, very
like
casual,
she's just like
comfortable.
Yeah, like she's just chill. She's just like I'm saying like whatever.
Okay, so that's your mood currently? No,
actually, my mood right now is like.
Okay, great. Well, I would love to get into that because I think today, because it's been so long. First of all, I guess we should start by saying sorry. It's been so long.
It's fucking life. Like,
yeah, we have been so busy. I had COVID and then I had a cold and blah 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 blah. Like, there was so much going on health wise for me, and then you moved and
I moved, and then it's like been school, but then it's like since I moved at the very beginning of the semester, I got behind in school, and so then I've been behind the whole time. And now, like, why is because like I'm at midterms right now, and it's like.
Makes you want to die.
Yeah, like literally, like it makes me lose my mind. But by the end of the week, my midterms will be done, and then I can go back to slang.
Yeah. So I will say, I would just like to say that I have tried to schedule and film at least like 3 episodes. So you can mostly blame him and his gorgeous eyebrows.
And I said yes, actually, because I did say yes to one of them, but then like.
No, yeah, like I'm not saying you just like he's just been really busy. But I just want y'all to know that it's not like we haven't tried to schedule.
Yes, we have definitely tried.
We've definitely tried. It's just like.
It's hard when you literally have life. Like you think about like work is itself always a lot. Then you add school on top of that.
Yep.
Then you add moving. Plus I'm supposed to have a social life with like friends. Plus
Which,
I'm also supposed to like hang out with my family.
Yep.
Plus it's like I have to like rest. It's like, bitch, I can't do it all.
Yeah, right. So. Sorry for the hiatus. Might happen again. We'll try not to, but we're back. So I thought today, like, we don't really have like a set topic or idea. Today's just going to be a fun little kiki episode. We're in a random parking lot for this like building, this like company building, and we got Starbucks.
We came to this Starbucks because Haley wanted this Starbucks cup, and they said they had it online, and they didn't.
Yeah, I checked the app. I want this. It's a recycled glass cold tumbler. I'll insert a photo for the YouTube watchers. If you're over on Spotify, come watch us on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go listen on Spotify. Our Spotify, there's like 20 people over there. It's a small little group. Shout out to the Spotify people. If you're on YouTube right now, there's like 1,000 of you motherfuckers. Go listen on Spotify. Put it on while you take a shit.
For you, like put the YouTube on, and then also just press play on Spotify, and then
both.
Just like at the same time.
Exactly. So yeah, just basically help us out on Spotify. But yeah, so we came
to this Starbucks. They didn't have our thing,
cup.
But they made me the best fucking venti pumpkin cream cold brew that I've ever had in my whole entire life. Literally the best ever in the whole entire life.
And I had a pumpkin cream chai, also one of the best I've had. Yeah, this Starbucks really, they may not keep their app stock correctly up to date. So I'm still on the hunt for that fucking recycled glass tumbler if anyone has it and wants to sell it to me for not $40 like a fucking loser on Facebook Marketplace. I'm looking at you, Barbara. If anyone wants to sell it to me for a reasonable price, let me know. But they made delicious pumpkin foam.
The thems inside of this Starbucks were so focused on making drinks instead of unionizing, and it really paid off. I'm just kidding. I support all of the unions. I'm like,
me too.
Get your fucking coin.
Unionize.
I had to make that joke, but also like I'm like, girl, I had to make that joke just because the union at my job failed. But also like it was more of a joke than anything else.
We all tried at least.
Well, like
at least you tried.
Well, literally like dead ass. It was like this like probably like a year and a half ago. This guy, he's like, will you sign this union paper? And I go, sure. And that's literally all it was.
Yeah, I think you texted me the next day. What's a union?
No, dead ass. And I was literally like, am I going to get in trouble for this?
Yeah, I mean, some places
scared.
you literally could, like, which is so stupid. But
it was literally like a fucking joke. And the guy who literally started it got fired because he literally like stole a bunch of shit from us and was an idiot and whatever. And then he got fired.
Yeah, okay, here's an idea. If you want to start a union at your work, don't also be shoplifting hundreds of dollars of merchandise from your work at the same time.
Yeah, but
probably won't help your case.
I hate that, man. I just whatever.
Okay, but we love unions though. Don't get it twisted. And we love Starbucks and those specific Starbucks workers today because they made the pumpkin cold foam delicious. Okay, and this is I have a fucking
also
bone
like
to pick.
let me add, like they gave me like this much, and I feel like especially with a venti, like they'll give you as much as they put in like a tall. I'm like, no,
yeah.
What I was saying is like I need to have a few sips of it, and then I need to be able to like mix it a little bit with the cold brew,
right?
And it was the perfect amount, like the best,
right? And this is what I'm gonna say. I have a bone to fucking pick with Starbucks this fall, or at least I guess in specific the Starbucks nearest me, because I've been living at my apartment for a little over a year, like a year and a half now. And I always go to like the Starbucks closest to me. It's like 5 minutes down the street, love it. And I'm quite a regular there, spend a lot of money there, probably not proud of it. But now this year, because they put like the pumpkin foam chai, like they put the pumpkin on a lot more of the drinks. Like this was like a secret menu. It's not that secret, but like you had to like special order. Can I get a chai? Add pumpkin foam. Now that this is just on the menu, I have noticed that, of course, during fall, Starbucks gets a lot more busy, but so you can expect the quality to kind of shift a little bit if it's like a really busy during the day. But I swear the Starbucks next to me, like every time I go and I get a drink, it tastes like fucking shit. The coffee's burned. The pumpkin espresso is milk white. There's absolutely no flavor in there. They give me like this fucking much when I order extra, It's just like the drinks are always so gross that I honestly have stopped going to Starbucks like the past 2 weeks. I really haven't been much. And I just go to Dutch Bros instead. I literally drive out of my way to go somewhere else because the drinks have just been better. But this one restored my faith in Starbucks. So I think I'm just going to have to drive out of my way and go to a different location.
See, and then I am a broke bitch. So I stopped going to Starbucks because I'm like, bitch, this is expensive.
Yeah,
and
that's true for sure.
McDonald's got like a pumpkin coffee. I wouldn't say it's life-changing, but I'm like, girl, it does the job. It's $2 for the largest one.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm like, okay, like
I really like McDonald's iced caramel mochas. Those are fucking good. Yeah, $2, I think, for a medium or something. Those are fucking good.
Because I think it's $2 any size, I'm pretty sure. And then there's always a deal in the app where it's like, oh my God, literally, I'm like, I just realized something.
What?
That's the Justice Court. And so there's cops all over there. This is just where they fucking park and they work.
Oh, yeah. Joe's all like, why is this random cop parked over here?
There's all these like cops I keep
We're
seeing
literally
in this, like,
across from the Justice Court.
And we're like, what the hell? And then it's, yeah, okay.
Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, so you just have been on your McDonald's app, McDonald's coffee grind.
No, literally, it's like probably daily when I'm at work on my 15. Because I work at a mall. There's a McDonald's at the mall.
The thing I can't do with McDonald's coffee is like sometimes it's delicious, sometimes it's awful, sometimes it's watery, sometimes it's too sweet. It's never.
But I'm drinking it for the caffeine. I'm not drinking for the taste. Like, I don't really care that much about the taste. I'm like, bitch, I just need the caffeine.
That's fair. See, I am too bougie. I don't know. I really can't. I won't drink it. If a drink like doesn't taste good, I will waste it, and then I'm wasting my money. Well, so I'd rather like buy something I know I'm gonna like and it's gonna be consistently, which was why I get the caramel mochas at McDonald's because I think they're a little more consistent. Anyway,
but as I was saying, on my 15s, because I work in a mall, I can like run over to the food court, and there's literally like it's so easy because it's like I get my $2 Starbucks, and then there's like my $2 coffee, and then like a $2 breakfast sandwich because there's the deal, and then I'm like, okay, breakfast is fucking served, and it's like
$4
cheap, $4. I got a sandwich and a coffee, like whereas at Starbucks that wouldn't even pay for one coffee.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah, that's true.
Thanks, McDonald's.
I'll still be a Starbucks girl and be spending too much money, but
now you're Dutch Bros girl, so we actually just lied.
I mean, maybe if I'm just gonna come back to this location. This location knows how to fucking do it. So anyway, so how have you been? We did address your eyebrows, but do you want to talk about it? Like, how do you feel about the eyebrows? I feel like the girls that get it. The girls that don't. But maybe you want to.
Yes. So
address them.
Basically was kind of like hung up on this man, but I was like hung up on this man that like it wasn't.
He got ghosted.
I got ghosted, but also like.
Did he ever say anything back ever?
No.
That was it.
He still follows me on Instagram and I unfollowed him.
But
basically,
you got ghosted.
Really long story short about this man is I had seen this man at the bar one time. We were like dancing and like he was like by there or whatever, but like we didn't really talk. And he like we kept like eyeing each other or whatever. Like I like knew that like okay, like this guy's whatever cute, like whatever. I go on home, I like look on dating apps. And I'm like, whatever, I get a message on Hinge. And he was like, oh, this is where I know you from. And it was him. Yeah, he like messaged me. He was like, oh, like this is you. And he had messaged me 2 weeks prior to this. And I never responded. But that's just like how I am.
You always do that.
And so basically that happens like a month or two later. Like I see him at the bar again. And I ended up making a move. But I was drunk and I just like made a fool of myself that night. Like I was just kind of like, there's like a bunch of things that we are not going to get into because I'm not going to relive that. Oh my God, it was
so... No, I honestly, can we please go into it? Because it's so funny. It's hilarious.
I've been kind of like, well, because that's, you know what's funny is like your like worst date story is the one we did that episode. This was like a few days after this is literally when this happened, and I was literally like
a few days after we filmed the last episode.
And I was like,
or the worst date episode.
I could have like, I mean, it wasn't a date. But
you were like, his worst date.
Yeah, I guess.
Or is it your worst date because you embarrassed yourself?
I mean, yeah. It's
okay, this is Joe's bad date where he embarrassed himself story. With Hinge Guy, we'll call him Hinge Guy.
Yes. But wait, really fast about the eyebrows because we were mentioning it. I was hung up on this man, so I was like, basically like, I want to like do something that was going to like just like change my appearance for fun. But then also because I was like, I feel like
that's the best thing to
eyebrows,
do.
I was like, he isn't going to get it. And him not getting it, like,
it's good.
Like, he's not like a fashionista. Like, he's a cute guy, like, in whatever, but like, he's no like fashionista, like, whatever. So I was like, okay, like, if I bleach my eyebrows, he's not gonna get it. And I'm like, him not getting it makes me feel better than him.
Yeah. Okay.
The math is, it's like girl math.
It's girl math. The math is mathing. I agree.
Literally.
I agree.
So that's why I bleach my eyebrows. Honestly, I've been living for them. I feel like I do have to like keep up with it consistently, but like I got a type of bleach. It takes me no time to bleach them. And at first I was a little bit off about it, but like honestly for right now, like I feel like this like alien superstar, and I feel like it's like I feel special and like different and unique.
It's a fun little moment.
Well, and it's turned into like my number one compliment. Like usually my compliment's my hair or like my outfits, or my born structure or my personality.
Okay.
But like it's turned into like the number one compliment I get is my eyebrows, and I'm always like, thank you. And like the girls that don't get it, I'm like, okay, well, like you just don't get it because you're not as cool as me. And then the girls that do get it, I'm like, you're a bad bitch. Like you understand my eyebrows.
Yeah, I think you pull it off really well, actually.
Everyone says that they love the contrast with the dark hair.
Yeah, in the viewfinder right now, it literally looks like you shaved them off. Yeah, it just looks like you don't have any, which is cool. Like,
see, and I feel like it really, like I'm really giving Bella Hadid with that,
or Jeffree Star.
I'm like, okay,
I'm so sorry. I don't actually think you look like Jeffree Star, but just in the viewfinder, like if you had like a pink wig with like the Halloween costume idea. What are you doing for Halloween? I'm going to try and get this episode up before Halloween.
Okay, so my Halloween costume ideas. We will get to the story about the boy.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the boy that
we
caused
need to get
Joe
out the
to
little
bleach his
like
eyebrows.
keys, and then we can tell the story because the story will take a second.
Yeah, yeah.
So for Halloween, I don't really know how many costumes I need because I have like one confirmed party, and then we're probably gonna like go out to the bars or something if there's no party on actual Halloween. So the one thing I was gonna do last year was a pirate, and I have all the stuff for it, and this is why, because I'm a broke bitch, like I have to be smart about this. So I have like all the stuff for it. I literally need to buy like an eye patch and probably like a cute little like head scarf, but I have that, and then I'm gonna wear like I have a few different blouses. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I have like a little vest thing I probably will wear too, like some tan pants and
so pirate.
Yeah, but the thing why I didn't do it last year is because I didn't have boots for it. But now
you have
I have like the little like Miu Miu knockoff Steve Madden boots, and I'll just wear those. So I'm like, it's like easy, and I have all the things for it.
Okay.
And then the other one, I saw this on TikTok, and so I know that like I didn't want to do a TikTok fucking Halloween costume because
who cares? Life's short. Do what you want.
Last year I went as Maxine from X, and literally I swear to God, we go to this party.
Are you doing Pearl?
Pearl, that's Max.
Oh,
it's just like Pearl is the prequel. Like I wasn't like the old lady.
Oh,
version.
got it.
I was Mia Goth in X, not her character in Pearl.
Okay.
Like the blue eyeshadow, the overalls.
Right. Yes.
So I go to this party, and literally I like, well, and this was like my thing. I was like, okay, like I think a lot of girls will do this costume because the movie came out, but I was like, I'm a guy doing it, so it makes it different.
Yeah.
I go to this party. There are 3 pearls. I'm one of them, and we are all gay men. I was like, But also, like,
that's so fucking
it was like
funny.
fun. Like I got a picture with them. Like I'm fine.
You
like,
did? That's cute.
Yeah, like I don't need to like.
Yeah, I don't care about that either. I'm not trying to be like Josh and I really considered doing Barbie and Ken Cowboy Barbie Cowboy
like,
Ken.
That one, I'm like I would not. I'm not gonna do.
But we were like, okay, everyone's gonna do it. So we're doing Walter White and Jesse Pinkman.
That's good.
From Breaking Bad,
That's
and
really
I'm Jesse Pinkman. Josh is Walter White. And I ordered like a big old Affliction like t-shirt, and I have my beanie, and Josh has his like he's growing out his mustache. But we're only doing one costume. I don't have much plans for Halloween. I'm gonna hang out with Gio on their on Halloween day for their birthday, but so I'll just do one costume. So I'm being Jesse Pinkman this year.
Literally. Well, I mean, last year I did a 5-day bender, and that was the worst decision of my whole entire life.
Yeah, last year you were going ape shit on Halloween.
No, and literally like every single day, like we'd wake up the next day and we'd be like, why the fuck did we do it? But
Joe actually, just moved out of what we call the gay trap house. The gay trap house.
No, literally, it was.
And that's
the
where the bender
house.
took place, right?
Well, like some of them.
And wasn't that the Halloween party like from hell that caused all the drama?
Well, it was drama because like me and my roommates, we like all kind of like liked this guy, but the guy, like literally, we all look back and we're like, what the fuck? Like we all look back and we're like, ew. Like,
that is so real.
And so was it like really like hell? Like I wouldn't say that like there was much drama between like actual us as roommates,
but
like we were like
it was messy.
Yes, but like it was just more like the guy's just a dick and gross, and so it was just like
not your best moment.
Yeah, literally. It just like felt like chaos, honestly. And we threw a Halloween party. And I think that's where like hosting is just, it's not fun. It's just stressful.
Hosting is not fun unless you have the space to host.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I do not want to start hosting until I have like a house. Like, I'm not gonna, because every time I try to host in my little apartment, it's just like a fucking nightmare.
See, and we had a house, so that's why we were the trap house.
That's true. But it was a trap house though.
Yeah.
Like writing markers on the wall. Like
literally, it was
you walk in, there's like a horse with a dick drawn on the fridge.
I drew it, and it's a
really good drawing. Do you have a photo of it?
No, but I will admit I did literally Google like furry horse porn
to get
and
inspo
then
for it.
Copied a picture.
Look, but you ate that.
No, I literally did.
No crumbs. It was a great pick. But like it is the gay trap house for sure.
Literally, like they're crazy shit. Like there's like stains on the wall. Not anymore. They painted over it, but like there was stains on the wall, and because we watercolored on the wall, and it's like Katniss in like watercolor. Like
because they were like on shrooms or something.
No, literally, it was honestly a life-changing experience.
It really was an era.
No, literally, like if
the
you
gay trap house was
need something to do, literally take shrooms and then go and watercolor on the wall.
Okay, I don't know if I would like second that advice, but I'm
Unless
okay.
you're renting.
Yeah,
which we are renting, but like
maybe
that's also a pro. Is we got the kind of the house we lived in is in awful condition, and our landlord just didn't give a fuck. So
their landlord was their neighbor,
and
was like also their like coworker's relative too, or something.
Our like ex coworkers.
Yeah, don't do that if you're like renting from like a random ass landlord.
Kind of like there's someone they know, and the thing is we got it in like shit condition, and he literally was like like paint it, like do whatever, like because it was not a renting condition, and so we weren't paying very much for it, but it was like.
So you moved out. What made you decide to move out?
He was raising the rent, but also just like it just was not like a nice place at all. Like
you were ready for a change.
It was like time, like
So how does it feel now that how long have you been out of the gay trap house?
A month and a half.
Okay, so basically literally like right when we went hiatus. It was like right when you moved.
Well,
how does it feel? Any life changes, or do you feel the same?
I mean, obviously it's different, but I think that like it's interesting, like roommate dynamics I think is the biggest impact.
Yes, because now your roommates are entirely different.
Yes, and so like I had 2 friends that were roommates, and like one of which like we didn't see as often, which is he's like a boyfriend. Whatever.
Yeah, he was just always off with his boyfriend.
And then the other one and I like we would literally hang out like every single day, and then now
in the gay trap house.
Yes, but now one is our younger sibling Gio.
Yes, so Joe and Gio live together. Yeah,
which has been like slay.
Gio finally lives on their own for the first time.
Yeah, but
wait,
Gio.
Where's the? Woo for Gio! We need to get Gio on the pod. We've tried multiple times, by the way, to get Gio on the pod. So comment below and be like, Gio,
come on the pod.
We will do a pod. We need to do like maybe we should do a 5 Nights at Freddy's movie vlog with Gio.
No, literally. And
should we get tickets?
We have to get the tickets soon.
Yeah, I can buy them like today. Anyway, we need to get Gio back on. But so you're living with Gio and then your other friend.
Yes, but Gio does work nights. So we'll like see each other or whatever sometimes, but I work mornings and Gio works nights. So it's like I
you don't
really
see each other that much.
And then my best friend Jackie I live with, and I love her, but she goes to bed at like 10 fucking p.m. and I'm like,
me too.
No, I literally...
Me and Josh go to bed at 10 p.m. and we wake up at like 6:37 every day.
Well, yeah, and like she's a boyfriend too, obviously, like makes sense. So it's like she'll get like the day she gets off, usually she'll like early, she'll like hang out with him, which totally whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like those I think literally are usually the days I have school anyways. But or if she gets off like late, she gets off at like 9, and like me and like my old roommate, like he would, if we got off late, like we'd probably stay up until like at least midnight, and like I always am like at least like go to bed at midnight. But she's like, it's like 9:30. I'm like, she's like, I'm going to bed, and I'm like, really bad.
You're just
so
bored.
I know that's the thing is I think that like the dynamics are different. It's just different, and I think also it's like even though it's been a month and a half, I think that routine of like living in my routine there isn't fully set, and I think it's gonna like it usually takes a few months I think to really get in like this is the vibe, what the vibe's gonna be.
Right.
So I feel like I'm still in like the adapting period where I would say that there are like definitely like things that have been more fun and better, and then there are definitely things that like I miss. But it's just like that's how change is, you know? That's the normal. So
that's how change is. That's so true.
Whatever. Oh, but my other Halloween costume.
Oh yeah, right. You didn't tell your other one. So pirate
so this is the
and
TikTok one is this is the one I'm more excited for though. I'm going as Lana Del Rey working at Waffle House.
You did tell me this. Yeah, Lana Del Rey at Waffle is fucking hilarious. I'm so excited. How are you gonna do it? Like, what are you gonna wear?
So I already have, she's wearing a short sleeve, but like, again, I'm trying to ball on a budget. So it's like, I have like a blue button down already. So I'm just going to wear that. And then she's wearing like a little skirt, like this like black skirt. I've like, if I can find one that like, it like looks good, work. If not, I'm just going to wear black shorts.
Okay.
Because.
Close enough.
Yeah, whatever.
Is there like an apron or something or a name tag?
No. So it's a name tag. So I just have to make a name tag is really it. And then her shoes, she has on the ugly fucking ass Fila's, I'm pretty sure. The white ones. But I'm like not going to do that because I'm like not cute. I think I'm going to wear like white longer socks and like some like loafers just to like spice it up, be a little bit cute. But like,
okay.
It's like really like honestly.
A basic
like,
little fit.
Yeah, it's like simple, but like the name tag ties it in. And then it's like, I'm going to get myself a vape.
Yeah, you gotta get a vape.
Like I just like it makes my stomach hurt, but I have to have one. And I think like I literally will just be speaking in Lana Del Rey lyrics the whole entire fucking night.
This is a dab pen, by the way, not a vape.
I know we're literally in the Justice Court fucking parking lot.
I don't give a fuck. I'll take a blinker in the Justice Court. You want to hit cop? She can't hear me.
But yeah, so those are my Halloween costume plans. I don't know, like if I have to come up with another one, I'll probably do something else. But so I'm going as Lana Del Rey, Waffle House, and then my friend is going as like, I don't know what store or restaurants, whatever he's doing, but as like Trisha Paytas as something. So it's like kind of like, it's like, yeah, like similar.
Lana at Waffle House, Trisha at KFC or whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I'm like, and then you can come with us and you can be Ed Sheeran at Starbucks.
I heard you're now a fan of the Just Trish pod.
I am not a regular listener though.
I listen to probably like every other episode. I'm a pretty consistent listener.
I haven't listened in a long time, but it's because
busy. Okay, well, either way, you love Trish.
Oh,
we love
course.
So it's like, I'm like, damn, manifesting. Maybe one day our podcast blows up, we can have Trish on and interview her.
Us saying that is like Trisha being like,
it's like her being like
this person.
No, literally, like that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't we have the same energy? She's on her podcast being like, I want Britney Spears, and she got Donny Osmond. I feel like that's pretty fucking big. You know, like she's actually gotten some big people. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't we? I want to throw it out in the like. I want to interview you, Trish. You are my Britney Spears. If you came on my podcast, that would be like, yeah, your Britney Spears. Like
another one, like I've only listened to a few episodes of,
that's
but
probably
I've
like
enjoyed is like canceled.
Oh,
podcast.
I love the canceled.
But
pod.
I do wish that like it was like Dress Trish was like Tana and Trisha every time. Like I think that they're just such a good dynamic, and I really live for it.
I think that Brooke balances.
No, I like
Tana
wish they
out.
had both. Like I'm like I wish I. Got
like
both.
all three. Oh, you just want Trish and Tana to have a pod, and then Brooke and Tana to have a pod. I agree. Like the more podcasts with Tana, the better. I think she's a great podcast.
Yeah, I live for Tana.
I love Tana on any podcast. She's just so entertaining. But I love Brooke because I feel like I really relate to Brooke. And for me, back in the day when I would watch Tana, like certain things obviously she does, I'm like, girl, be fucking serious. But I love Brooke because she'll be like, girl, be fucking serious. Like Brooke says to Tana what like I'm thinking, you know, she'll call Tana out, which I like. But yeah, I love the Cancel podcast. I love Just Trish podcast. Those are definitely my favorite podcasts. That's what, it's so funny because I'll be like, I'm listening to podcasts, like going to the gym or like cleaning, and people will be like, oh my God, what podcasts? Like I'm going to be like Clark Howard or whatever. Like
nobody fucking knows what Clark Howard is.
No, right.
Clark Howard is a finance podcast that our dad listens
to. But
I don't even know if it's like money something.
But it's like, my point is I just wish I could like be like, I listen to like really interesting, like even true crime podcasts, you know, or something like that. Like something that's a little bit more like educational. There's more substance, but I'm like, it's this really random niche podcast
and
about.
I would say like the only podcast that I would say like, which is like beside like those ones like whatever, but like I would say like one that I'm a little bit more consistent on is literally like NPR Up First, but that's literally because it's like 15 minutes.
Honestly,
for, like,
that's kind of iconic.
News.
That's honestly kind of iconic for you.
I don't like do it all the time, but it's like
I
like
should do that
when like stuff is like going fucking down. It's like that's like I'll listen to that, but it's like 15 minutes. They give a brief overview of like what's up in the like news, and it's simple and it's easy.
Wow,
it goes quick.
Thank you for the rec. Honestly,
yeah,
maybe because like I'm always like, yeah, that's my thing is I just listen to like garbage. I love listening, watching, and reading garbage, and I say garbage like with as a term of endearment. So like. But I like reality TV. I love the Kardashians. I love Trisha Paytas. I love, you know, like my media is just very like fun. It's girly. It's silly. And so, yeah, whenever people are like, what's your podcast rack or like TV rack? I'm just like, you probably don't like what I watch.
Another one.
You probably want me into it.
I mean, they literally are like
but I
followed and subscribed to you for a reason. They probably have similar
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like talking to y'all. Right.
Oh, like
I'm
just
saying like day to day.
Yeah.
Like I'll be on Twitch. And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the gym and listen to a podcast. Like some random person on my Twitch chat's like, what podcast do you like?
Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, like I'm like love.
Literally,
I love like.
So
do you know
though.
Anna from Love Island season 4? The 2 fucking dice.
Like the winner.
It was Amber was the winner.
Oh, Anna's the one with the dark hair.
Anna's the one with the dark hair
with her.
Yeah, and she was the 2 fucking dice.
Oh, I mean, I don't remember that. I haven't watched it a lot. I watched it a
lot.
Oh,
okay, but you know Anna.
But I do know who that is. Yes. I did live for her.
She has a podcast with her sister, and they do like dating and sex advice, and they like you know, and it's called Sisters in the City. And again, I love that podcast. I listen, but it's like, who's gonna fucking like? No one would, you know what I mean? Like you will know what I mean if I say Anna from Love Island. But it's like I can't just like recommend that to like some rando person, you know? So. Yeah, don't come to me for podcast recs unless you want like just silly shit.
If you want a good like educational one on like random topics, I would say I think it's Ologies is what it's called. They will like pick like a random topic. I found it because when I first got diagnosed with ADHD, they had like a 2-part podcast on ADHD. And I was literally listening to it at truck when I was doing processing, and I literally was like, I learned so much about myself. I literally was crying on truck, like, wow, like this is literally crazy. I made my dad listen to it, and he was like, learned so much about it. I literally, my other friend, like a month or 2 ago, got diagnosed with ADHD, and then I was like, you need to listen to this, and I sent it to her because they have like very like famous doctors that are like specialists with it there, and I sent it to her, and she said she cried. Like it was like, because I mean, you're learning about yourself. It's like validating and like
it's
whatever.
It's gonna hit home, right?
They also like have like, I mean, it's not like everything's gonna be like, this is the cancer episode. Like it's not like that. Like
not every episode is like,
which they will have more serious episodes, but they also will be like, we're gonna talk about plants. Like it's like random topics, but it is like that's one like I'll go through and I'll pick and choose something if something sounds interesting. But.
Yeah, something kind of similar to that. I am reading it as a book, but it started as a podcast. It's The Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green. Amazing as well.
Like the Grimes album?
No, but the Anthropocene is just like the world we live in right now, like our current state of the world and like the internet and everything, like our society and kind of everything, and like, and it's the Anthropocene Reviewed. Not you spilling all over yourself.
I literally today said, I was like,
he just spilled his cold brew everywhere.
No, I literally said today, I was like, I'm such a spill girl today.
The Anthropocene Reviewed, every episode of the podcast or every chapter of the book, whichever format, John Green reviews something in our world on a 5-star scale. And it's just so funny because it goes so across the board. It's like scratch and sniff Snickers, Diet Dr. Pepper, Halley's Comet, our capacity for wonder, how long the human lifespan will be, tuberculosis. And it's just like, but
it's like, why, like, how do you come up with these random ass topics?
It's just stuff he's interested in, or
random.
Do it on
pickleball.
That he definitely talks a lot about soccer because he's really into like soccer, like football, you know. But yeah, that is a great podcast if you want. I think John Green is brilliant. It makes me cry, makes me laugh. Like certain things are just super. He started during COVID.
John Green or Hank Green?
John Green, the writer, Fault in Our Stars. John
because,
Green.
I only know. John Green
both
for that.
John Green.
I know Hank Green for like. Here's this random information on like TikTok. Like that's what I didn't know that John Green was like that.
No, they're both like Crash Course history.
Oh, yeah, of
that's
course.
both Hank brothers. VidCon was also made by the Hank brothers.
I know.
The more you know. But no, Hank and John, they're both authors, I should say. Now, because Hank did write something unremarkable thing about something. So they're both authors now, but they're both just genius. They're both just brilliant. But Hank.
But do they
cancer.
know how I can get my bangs to grow and not fucking look like this?
Probably.
Because I'm going to get my fucking bangs.
I'll call John.
Drive me nuts.
I'll
They're
call
the worst
Hank.
length.
Hank would probably just tell you to cut it off. He just cut off his hair because he has cancer. Yeah, I know.
I didn't even know that.
All the well wishes to Hank Green. I love the Green brothers. They're some of the only white men in the world that I think really deserve rights. That really I am not one that loves to support and whoop whoop white men. I just really, it's not my thing. I'm just my actual literally my 2023 resolution is stop being nice to random men. Stop being nice to men.
Which is so funny because Trisha Paytas is like, my therapist told me that I should start giving white men a little empathy.
I'm the complete fucking opposite currently. I'm on the complete opposite of that spectrum.
I'm they don't deserve empathy. Sorry.
No, they really don't from me. Not anymore. But John Green and Hank Green are great. Anyway, so that's my other little spiel. So I think should we be ready to jump into the story time?
Yeah.
The guy that goes. So how Joe ended up getting ghosted. Story time.
Which I'm if he's listening to this, I'm just But
yeah. Do you have anything you want to? Well, I guess click the fuck off.
I don't even. But
mind your business.
No, but also I feel like if someone made a fucking
I would
listen.
About
me, I'd listen.
No, I definitely would listen.
Fucking he doesn't fucking care about.
Oh my god, no, I remember I had kind of low key beef. It wasn't that big beef, but I had some drama with another person that did YouTube, and someone randomly mentioned to me that he mentioned me in a life update video, and it was funny because at the time we literally weren't speaking, me and this person, we were not on, we were friends offline, and then our friendship ended, so we just stopped speaking online too. But in the video, someone commented because I had kind of really boosted his channel and shouted him out and got him a lot more followers for ASMR. And in a Q&A update video or something, someone asked can you do another video with Haley, because we would do gaming videos together and stuff.
Which why would you include that in your Q&A?
Right, he included the video, included the question, and literally was Haley is amazing, I love her. And then went to the next question.
And you're
and I literally watched it. We had not been speaking for literally 3 months. The way that you can just say my name with a smile on your face, I was that's wild. Yeah. That's crazy. But
I'm too much of a bitch. You're gonna hear the truth.
But the second I heard that I was mentioned, I watched the entire fucking video until I found the 3 seconds where I was, So, and if someone ever finds out, one of his weird nosy friends probably watches this and sends it to him and is Haley mentioned you in this random little podcast.
He named you. That's
no, he did, yeah. And I'm not gonna name him at all
because he didn't say anything but nice things about you. But what? But just don't include the question,
right? But it was just so fake because it's yeah, you're saying nice things about me because I have
more followers.
7 times your follower size, and you just want to look good on the internet. But that's fine. No, I have no reason to name him because no one would even know who he is, even if I did name him.
Guys, comment how you think about my brows.
Okay, yeah.
I just want more validation on them, really, honestly.
Comment below how you feel.
But I just also love compliments and validation.
But also,
if you hate them,
give it to him.
Because then we know that you're the girl that didn't get it that we talked about earlier.
If there's some really good comments, maybe I'll bring some next time and you can react. I can get your reactions to them. So comment your thoughts.
Really creative comments about my eyebrows.
What are your thoughts on Joe's eyebrows?
If you call me fucking Jeffree Star like Haley called me, then
I'm not going to include a Jeffree Star comment because don't steal my fucking joke.
Yeah,
you
true.
know?
Come up with your own fucking comment.
Come up with your own joke. Exactly.
Okay,
let's start the story time. Everyone.
So if he is listening to
I would just we didn't use the music at the beginning, so I really was itching to get the soundboard.
If he is listening to this, the truth tea is I don't even have anything to say to him. Because,
okay, great.
I'll get my thoughts on it in the end when you guys kind of know the situation.
Yeah. Let's just do the story first.
Yeah,
you're
but
jumping
also
ahead.
this nothing really against this guy really.
Yeah, no, it's all good now. Whatever.
Yeah. But so basically, as did I briefly mention? Oh yeah, we mentioned what?
You
Where did I
saw him in the bar.
So I saw him in the bar.
You matched on Hinge a few weeks ago, never replied, but he messaged you that night after the bar being like, hey, that's where I recognized you from.
Oh, and so yeah, we did talk for like a few days, but like that was it. We're at the bar. Okay, now I'll give more details about this part. So we're at the bar and he's there again, and like
you're at the bar a second time and you see him.
Yes.
Okay.
And the same bar. It's always at the same bar.
Always the same fucking bar.
But the thing is, it's our favorite fucking bar to go to. And so then it's like, and I'm literally like, every time, like, he's going to be there.
Oh, no.
Every single time.
Wait, have you not seen him since he ghosted you?
No.
Oh, yeah.
But I've been fully prepared for it every time I go. Like, I know what I would do and what I would say.
Okay, we'll get to that. Let's go back.
So basically, my one friend, he, was the one, like, when we were out, this bar is silent disco, just to make it clear, and there's multiple channels, and then like, your color for what song you're listening to is like on that channel, so it's a very common thing. Like,
yeah, if you've ever done a silent disco, they're really fun.
No, literally, but like this is like, sometimes I get a little bit depressed about it because because
why? You're like, I fucking hate silent disco.
So if everyone's on blue but I'm on green and I see someone else on green, I'm gonna be like, yes. For example, me and my friend were listening to Ape Shit by Beyonce, literally on green, amazing. And everyone else is listening to Dancing Queen Mamma Mia, which love Mamma Mia, but I'm like, over Ape Shit by Beyonce, like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to hear this at the bar. And you are literally all gonna be on fucking
That's true.
Mamma Mia.
They're gonna play Dancing Queen every weekend.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like, you're literally like, you're not gonna hear Ape Shit ever. But
I love that you're judging what other people are listening to. Like, the whole point of a silent disco is so that you can listen to your own stuff and not care what.
Oh, but I do judge.
Joe's judging what other people are listening to.
We were there the other day because I was like, how many Beyonce songs do you think they're going to play? Because sometimes it's like the DJs will switch because there's a DJ for each station. There's 3 stations. And so sometimes.
It's different DJs?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
And so sometimes.
I guess that makes sense.
I guess it depends on the night. But like, sometimes they have all 3. Sometimes they don't.
Okay.
But so basically, the DJ for the. Like, sometimes they really will love like certain artists and like it hits. Like, this one really loved Beyonce. We got so much Beyonce. That's when we got the Ape Shit, whatever, and it was the best. But like, we were at there the last time I was there. We were there, and I was like, "How many Beyonce songs do you think we're gonna get tonight?" I was like, "I'm guessing 3," and like everyone was like, "Whatever," because we love Beyonce, and so we don't get fucking any Beyonce songs most of the night, and then Savage Remix turns on, and I'm literally like, yes, and literally I'm like ready, and then Beyonce's verse. Next song. Me and my friend literally go, we're going to go get pizza. And we literally put away our headphones and we left. I left. I was like, there is no fucking way you just fucking skip that.
Yeah, that's honestly
no way.
That's a crime that you skip Beyonce's verse.
Yeah, I livid. Like, literally, I leave and I'm ranting to her. I mean, I'm drunk, but I'm literally ranting. I'm like, Beyonce stands for this and this and this. I'm like, she's just like that girl. Like, whatever.
It is a gay bar too. Like, damn.
It's a gay bar, but like the straight college.
The straights have overtaken it.
Yeah, they've kind of but I don't mind it because it's like it's kind of a more straight environment, but like it's all queer management, so I feel safe. So it's like
it works out. Okay, so you see him again.
So yes.
Is it silent disco again or no?
Well, so my friend that went with us, I'm gonna reference him throughout. My friend is the first one to see him. He's like, oh my god, look who's here. And I was just like, oh my gosh, hi, like how are you? Like I had we had a few message exchanges, but like that was really the most of it. And so basically he's like, they all kind of start dancing with us again, and I was like, okay bitch, this is my chance. So I, who never ever make a first move, literally go up, start dancing with this man, whatever. We start kissing on the dance floor. He's like, oh, do you want to go up to the patio? So we go up to the patio for a little bit. That's when he invited me, and he was like, oh, do you want to come to the house? And I literally that night when I was getting ready had this thought, and I was like, should I put on cute underwear? And then I was like, no,
that's always what fucking happens. No, the one time you're like, no, I never
forget a man. I'm literally I won't even make eye contact with men.
You are just chronically I will not even make eye contact.
I'm
or
also
talk to them.
When I'm at the if. I feel like when I'm at the bar and I'm dancing, I look so stand out, and I'm not like that, but I can get where it's I appear like I'm unapproachable. So it's I just I'm whatever, no, it
and also
happens.
You're usually there just to be with your friends or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not actively searching for this. I'm there to dance to Beyonce.
Exactly. Yeah.
So whatever.
So that was your first ever like bar hookup, like making out on the dance
first and
floor?
only one ever. Not first like bar, like I've had other hookups, but like my first ever bar hookup.
Okay, slay. So then you're like, I'm going home with them?
Well, so then he asked me, and I was like, well, what do you have in mind? Because I'm not prepared for anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. We love the communication. Look at that, y'all. Yes.
Yeah. So
communicate.
I mean, it depends on how you communicate.
Yeah, okay. Then the communication went a little bit too much. You kind of communicated a little too hard, but we'll get there.
So whatever, and he's like, oh, like we can just make out, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm totally down for that. So
cool. So you're like okay,
we go to the Uber, like we Uber back to his house.
Okay.
We get to his house, and he's like, oh, like my friends, he lives in the downstairs unit, the upstairs unit. He's like, oh, my friends just moved in there, like can we like go say hi? And I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Again, I'm drunk.
Oh my god,
he's definitely
loud
like
ass fucking motorcycle. Sorry,
but he's definitely like not as drunk as I am. I'm pretty drunk. And
yeah, Joe was a lot more drunk than him. We should preface that by saying,
but
he was like probably pretty sober. Well, no, you Ubered, so.
I mean, yeah, like he definitely
Tipsy
was drinking, but also from seeing him in the bar at multiple occasions, he's never been like wasted.
Drunk. Okay, okay. You were pretty drunk. On a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk?
Like probably like an 8.
Okay.
And I would say like 10 being like blackout.
10 is like blackout, yeah.
I would say like 8. So we go upstairs, like we're having a chat with like his friends or whatever, like all's fine, like it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not being like awkward, like I'm being social, like it's like good. And whatever, his friends, like they're talking about some people, and then his friend is like, oh, like this man's bisexual, and they're talking about like these like this boyfriend girlfriend or something probably. And they're like, oh, is that the person you want to have a threesome with? My drunk ass is like, how dare you literally talk about this in front of me? And it's like, I want to preface that it's like, bitch, it is not like that's something I would be like, I'm gonna have a threesome with that. Like it's just like a fucking joke. Like it's like,
yeah. And also, you've met this guy.
I literally like, yeah, it's not this serious. Like
why are you acting like you have some claim over him? You're all jealous.
Like, oh,
you're
we're
like,
not exclusive. So
sorry, why would you say that in front of my boyfriend?
Yeah, I don't know.
So you get all offended.
Drunk me was upset, but I'm like. I just feel like I don't show it or anything, and I'm like, oh, like can I go to the bathroom? Like, do you have a bathroom? So I go to the bathroom and I call my friend, and this whole entire time I thought I was being quiet, but I'm drunk.
You
I'm
definitely
definitely
and also
not.
even when you're not drunk, you are
loud
pretty much incapable of being quiet. Yeah, you are so loud. So like adding on drunk on top of that, like you probably think it was like.
Yeah, but I'm literally like,
but it's
so. Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy! They just said that he's gonna have a threesome. What do I do?
Who'd you call it, Jackie?
Jackie.
You're like
my best friend.
Oh
Jackie,
my god, Jackie! What? Do,
So,
actually,
yeah,
reenact it. Reenact. Go ahead.
I'm like literally just like, girl, like you
Guess what
won't even
happened?
fucking believe. And I was literally like, do I go home? And I'm literally like on the phone.
Second the vibe is off at all. Do I go
and
home?
the vibe's not even off. Like,
yeah, you delusioned yourself,
No,
but I do that
literally.
too.
And so then literally he knocks on the bathroom door and is like, is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
that is so embarrassing.
No. And the thing is I just hope, I mean, unless he's watching this and he's going to find out right now, but I'm just hoping that like maybe he like could hear I was on the phone and like say like he like whatever.
Hopefully.
But like hopefully he didn't hear the details.
I would be shocked if he could not hear what you were saying.
Yeah, literally. And like his friends probably fucking heard too. But so whatever. I ended up like leaving.
Not leaving.
No, because I was like I left the like room or whatever, and like I just like didn't care anymore. Like it's like I don't know.
Took 4 minutes in the bathroom, a quick call with Jackie, and you were like, I'm over it.
Yeah, literally.
What did Jackie say? Was Jackie
I don't even remember what she said. Like I think she was more just drunk listening to me. Like,
okay.
I'm sure I did most of the talking. So
so you leave the bathroom.
and then like we go back, like then it's like we go down to like his whatever place or whatever, and like we like go to the bedroom and we like start making out.
Okay.
He tries to suck my dick, but I was just not giving. I was like, bitch, I'm not wanting like I had already said like I'm not really looking for anything. He wasn't like doing anything bad, but
right, but like you don't have your cute underwear. You're just maybe not really
like,
feeling it right now.
Yeah,
it's
like
too much
that's
pressure.
not what I wanted.
You're drunk.
do.
Also, an 8 out of 10. Yeah.
And I mean, like he gets the hint pretty quickly and like
Okay.
stops and like we go back to making out. We're like making out for like I don't even know how long, whatever.
Okay.
So we're like in his bed making out. I stop the make out and I literally like go back and be like, I should just say something.
Okay, like imagine
You are literally making out with me.
Yeah, imagine you hear this guy you bring home from the bar on the phone in the bathroom being super jealous and weird to his friend.
Over fucking nothing.
Over nothing. And you're just like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah. He comes out. You're like, okay, whatever. I guess we can make out. You're making out. Blah, blah, blah. He stops the make out to say what?
I say, I just need to tell you something. And I was just like, I just want you to know that I'm a bitch. And I'm not afraid to be a bitch. And I'm honest. And I would say things and I put them as they are. And I don't even know how long this rant could have gone. Like it's foggy.
What I would give to like be in his mind and like know exactly what I would give for a script of the things you said.
No, literally. I'm like, I would love like give me a video.
Yeah, like that. Like honestly.
So
why did you say
ranting. I'm ranting about being a bitch, and my thing is like I just want to be like really, because like honestly, like saying it like sober, I'd be like, oh, like I just think that like it's good to like communicate honestly.
Right, but why did you stop the makeout to say that?
Well,
like what
that?
prompted that?
I don't know why I felt the need to do it right then, but then I go, so because like that was like that was a rant, but like an intro into my question, and I go, so what are you looking for? So I stopped the makeout, rant about being bitch to ask him if he's like what he's looking for, which this is like clearly a hookup. And I'm like,
why are you acting like you and
I
this
literally
man
own
are
this
married?
And I think that's the thing too, is I just like, I don't know.
You were acting like you were fucking married.
I was like, oh, so like you don't only want me? What the fuck? But so
stopping a makeout to go, I need to tell you something.
Which I think like it is like totally like asking someone what they're like actually looking for is totally okay. But time and place and the way you fucking say it.
Time and place. And you did it at my birthday.
Literally fucking
dick and cock. You're like, yeah.
Sucking dick and cock.
The way
he just responds and is like, oh, like maybe eventually like a boyfriend, but like I don't really know yet. And he asks me.
And then
like,
he goes, so what about you?
I go, I don't know. And then we just start making out again.
So no, but here's the thing. You weren't looking like.
The thing is, I'm not really like looking.
You're not looking for a boyfriend.
Like if it really like worked out and it was great, yeah, totally.
But like you start acting so possessive of this man, like you're married to him, like whatever. You're like, what are you looking for? He's probably like, a boyfriend maybe one day. Like he just doesn't want to like get to. And then he's like, so what about you? Probably expecting you to be like a relationship or like I don't know. And then you just go, I don't know.
I know.
Okay.
None of this is this is literally my most embarrassing.
So you go back to making out. I'm shocked.
And yeah, we're making
by
out
that,
for like
but good for you.
A decent minute or whatever. And then he like checks his phone. It's like 3 a.m. And he's like, oh, it's like 3 a.m. Like are like you tired? Like, do you want to go to bed? My response, is it obvious? And
nothing was obvious.
And let me just fucking preface here is what like I at that point when he had said that was like, oh God, like I'm like being drunk and messy.
So he's trying to get us to go to bed.
He's trying to get us to go to bed. And I don't think that's what he was doing at all.
No.
But that's why I was like, oh, is it obvious? Like I'm being drunk and messy. Like that's what I meant. Like,
but to him, he probably definitely took that as, is it obvious that I'm bored and I want to go to bed?
Yes. And that's totally probably the tone I said.
I'm a bitch. Is it obvious that I want to go to bed?
I'm like, oh God.
Okay, so what did you say back to that?
I think we just went to bed. Like it was like,
you don't even remember?
No, literally, like we just went to bed. Like the alarm goes off, like we both like wake up. We don't really like say much. He like literally like tosses me my underwear. Like that's like the first actual interaction. But then he was like, oh, where did you say you live again? And then I was like, oh, like I'm like, oh, I mean I don't live there anymore. But I was like, here's my address.
Yeah, you're like, I live on bling 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 street.
Yes, but I was like, but I'll Uber. And like I'm saying that, like I think this like it's like nothing about that was bad, but I think when you add it on top of everything else,
right?
It's like I'll Uber. Like I don't want to like ride home with you, but like that's not. I was just like, oh fuck.
I don't know. I don't feel like that's that bad, really. But okay, yeah, well, I get it.
I was thinking that maybe like it added to the whole like
maybe.
I'm over this, which whatever.
But yeah, so you definitely embarrass yourself. You wake up the next morning, you're like,
I'm like, what the hell?
You're like, I gotta flee.
I need to freaking like
Uber out there.
I need to like literally Uber and like put in my headphones and listen to A&W on the way home.
But nothing seemed off about him.
No.
The morning. Okay.
And so whatever, he's like, no. Like I said, I'll take you home. Like I'll take you home. And so
so he does take you home.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and also part of me is I'm like, girl, I don't look cute right now. I don't want to give you more time to look at me after I woke up.
You're like,
after drinking.
Oh my God. You're like, eyes on the road, eyes on the road.
I want to also preface, like, you know, there's two types of drunks. Like, you wake up and you either feel drunk still or you feel like over as fuck. I was still drunk-ish at that point.
Yeah.
Not like enough to like whatever, but like, you know, you still kind of feel it.
Okay.
And so we are on our way home and he's playing this song. The song is Hell and Back by Bakar, I think is how you say it.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
And I literally go, I used to love this song in 9th grade.
Cricket.
And I did. I loved that song in 9th grade.
Cricket.
But like, I should have just said, I love this song.
Yeah, like
why did I need it?
that
Like,
insinuates that like
I'm like, I'm better than you. 'Cause
I
knew
loved this song
in 9th grade.
in 9th grade. Like,
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah, I really just had to like preface that. And then
What did he say? Do you even remember?
no, like
You don't
he
remember any of his responses.
because I don't even think his responses were important. Like they weren't like bad, but they also weren't
They're just
great.
like,
they were just like
yeah, good song.
yeah, like exactly.
Okay.
Like you just being
He's
nice.
boring.
He was literally just being nice.
Okay.
And I don't remember his sign. That's things I know I fucking probably asked him, but I don't remember it, and I wish I knew. But it's probably Taurus or Earth or something. Because I feel like I don't know,
That's the vibe. That's your guess.
or an air sign, but he's definitely not fire sign. He's not fire and he's not water. That I can guess of, but I don't remember. I could be wrong. But so we like are like pulling into where my house is, and my house is just it's the gay trap house. It's
The gay trap.
janky,
Yeah, this was when
it's-
you were still at the gay trap house.
Yeah, like it doesn't look great. It's like kind of this like sketch whatever, and so like I'm like, okay, like I'm like, I don't want him to like be like that's my house, you know, like whatever.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, you don't
and then
really
he's
wanna
like,
show him where you
live in
live.
this like fucking place where like there's no window upstairs and like there's this and like literally like there's like this looks fucking insane, and so I'm like, oh, like you can pull over right here, like that's my car, like. I don't know why that's what I jumped to. It was like, that's my car. Like, pull over here. And he goes,
Just to a random car.
yeah. And so, like, there's my car, and then there's, like, he goes, oh, the Subaru. Because there's this older, like, Subaru. I mean, I love a Subaru there. And
I love a Subaru too. If you're there's two.
I literally thought about getting a Subaru.
There's
actually.
two types of Subarus, and I feel like it's like the outdoorsy lesbians, and then the high school boys that want to modify their car, but
Yeah.
want to do
Ugh.
it for cheap. That's the kind of Subaru I'm like, whoa.
And it's, like, an older, outdoorsy
But if you're like the lesbian
Subaru.
outdoorsy Subarus, slay.
No, literally. And he goes, oh, the Subaru. And I go, no, it's the Audi. Which is just
Which
like
is true, but
Yes,
also
but
like
also,
the
like-
way you said that.
yes. And I think that on top of, like,
why are you just? We're at like it was supposed to
I
be
don't
strike
know
3. You're
why-
out, babe. We're at strike like 5 or 6.
I don't know. I really just kept doing it. And also I want to like say that like I think that like I don't think I was trying to be funny, but also I think my humor is like all my friends know it. Where like my humor is
Yeah,
like
you
I'm
have a
literally,
dry
like, I am
humor.
literally the most perfect, beautiful, amazing person in the world. Like we all know like I actually don't fucking think that. I
Yeah.
actually like
Right.
yeah, but
Sometimes.
like that's I mean like
Okay. Right.
I don't think
get
that,
it. I
but
get
you
it.
all should
Right.
think
No.
that.
Like every.
I mean, if you listen to the podcast, you literally can tell.
Right. No. I don't think you got to explain your personality to the viewers. They get it.
Okay, but yeah, so I feel like whatever. So I go home.
It's
and
like all the individual things aren't really that bad, but just like why did you keep
all
going?
added together. Yeah.
Like when were you like at what point literally legitimately did you go, oh, maybe I should stop doing this? Like at any of those points? Like at any point were you like
Well,
I am
clearly
embarrassed?
no.
When were you embarrassed? Like at what point were you like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed? What point did the embarrassment kick in?
So, well, because as soon as we, like, literally Jackie is, like, coming to my house to go camping. I think it was, like, I jumped into camping.
And didn't even think about it.
I was, like, a little bit, like, anxious about it, but it's just, like, like, the anxiety, you know, like, I just, whatever. But I just jumped into camping, and, like, that's what I was focused on, was camping.
Okay.
And, like, also, like, we were stressed about, like, finding a campsite. Or, like, I just wasn't focused on it.
Okay.
And
so you go camping.
We go camping. We come back. So that was on Friday night, and now it is Monday night. I come home from camping. Tuesday, I go to work, and then I'm telling the story to like my coworker, and that was when I was like, "Yeah, this is bad." And she does not help me in this scenario because she's literally like, "That is so fucking funny," like laughing about it.
So you're recounting it and she's like, Joe, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, literally. Like, she's so
You're
funny.
like, "Oop."
Which, to be fair, I told her this. I'm like, girl, if you're watching this, hey, but I know she probably isn't. But like, she's also not the person to ask about relationship advice. I mean, I'm like, yeah, like, you know, like, it's like whatever. But she's like, yeah, like, that's so fucking funny.
So you're like, okay, I fucked it with this
Yes.
guy.
And so then I like keep talking to people and they keep reiterating like, girl, it's bad.
Yeah, you told me the story and I was like, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and the thing that sucks is I was like, oh, this guy, like, he was actually really nice and really cute. And so I was like, what? Like, what? I really fucked everything over with that.
So what'd you do?
And so I was like, I was talking to my one friend about it, and I was like, I wish that I could just like be like, I'm like, I was so drunk, like whatever. Like I like should have.
Yeah, you
that
should have.
next
You
day
should have done it the next day, but you
been like, sorry, like I was so drunk, like I'm embarrassed, like whatever. Like I should have said something then.
Yeah, the fact
like,
that
thanks for like
that you let it sit for days.
And yeah, he didn't say anything, I didn't say anything. But then I was camping, and so then I was like, I worked up this.
You can't send a text before you like get to the campsite.
I know. I just like really didn't think about it, like whatever. And so then it's like it's now been the whole entire weekend. I'm like, okay, I can't send him a text fucking now.
Right.
And so I come up with this whole entire plan with my friend, and I was like, what I'm gonna do is he had posted something on his story. This I'm like, I just keep in my brain thinking he's listening, but if he is, here's the tea. But so he posts this like thing on his story, and I was like, okay, so I should I'll respond to his story and ask him a question about like it was like him at a lake, and I like asked him like, oh, like where's the lake, or like something like that.
Where is this lake?
And so
not inconspicuous at all.
Question, so he should respond, and then after that, I'd be like, oh, also like, sorry, I haven't had service because I was camping, because he knows I was camping, and then be like, but thanks. So it wasn't like as aggressive of just sending a message,
right?
I mean, yeah, like whatever, like he could have maybe like figured it out, but like it was also like I was just like at the time, so it's probably like I was at work when this whatever, it was like probably like 1 or 2, and he like doesn't respond like most of the day. Oops, sorry,
it's okay.
I just had the mic, but he doesn't respond most of the day, and I like literally make he's not gonna fucking respond, which I'm like, okay, whatever, like I made a fool of myself fully.
Yeah, but you're like, okay.
At 7 p.m. he responds and answers my question, but I already was just like had fully been like he's not gonna respond, so I never even said the thing.
So fucking anticlimactic. All of that story just for you to literally not even ever say anything.
To not even, I never even respond. And so that's
okay.
That.
Cool.
Then this happened like beginning of August. I would say like the original things were like maybe like sometime in the summer, but like beginning of August like was when I went camping in the whole night.
The whole make out, the whole I'm a bitch.
Yes. And so it's been like a month and a half, maybe even like this is like earlier September, like mid-September. I don't really remember exactly. So we go back to the bar, the same one, and my friend, the one that knows the guy, he was like, oh my God, look who's here last time. Mm-hmm. And so my friend is drunk and feels the need, and he has the biggest heart, and he was all good intentions by this, but he's like basically just talking to this guy, and I don't even know what the deets are or whatever, but he's like, I told him that you like him and that like whatever, and
he
like,
told
like my
your
friend told him,
his friend.
No, him.
Oh, him directly.
Directly him.
Oh, I thought you meant his friend. So he was there but you didn't talk to him. Instead, your friend goes up to him.
I had seen him because he did the same thing where he was like, look who's here, hi. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, hi, how are you? Like, it's good to see you. Gave him a hug. Like, literally what I was planning to do. And so then.
But then like, your friend went to him.
Yeah, and then
oh, no.
comes to me. And again, he had the biggest heart. He was drunk, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was just trying to like mend it. Like, he was trying to like help me out.
Yeah.
And whatever.
His intentions were good.
What he had told my friend was he was like, oh, like, I am interested in him. Like basically, like, I don't know, like, what the exact vocab or verbiage was.
We're paraphrasing.
Yeah, like, I am interested in him, but like, I like, or he's intimidating, or like, he's too, like, I'm too shy to like pursue and like make a move.
Okay.
So then I'm like, oh, if that's the case, like,
I'll make a move.
Yeah, I'll make a fucking move. Then that's when the bartender was like, I need everybody out away from the bar. So then I was like, well, it's good to see you, whatever. And I like just go upstairs, and I'm like walking home, and then like she's gonna come meet us with the car, and I'm literally like talking to my friend, and I'm like, well, honestly, like I have nothing to lose at this point. I've already lost my dignity.
Yeah, and you know that he's too shy to make a move.
Is too shy to make a move, but he said he was interested in me.
Okay.
So I literally just sent him like a quick message again. So I technically like double texted, but the first message he didn't respond to, but we talked about it in person and seen each other after that in person.
Right.
So you
basically did have a combo.
Yes.
But
so I sent him another message, and I was like, or it was really good to, or like, hey, it was really good to see you though. Like, can we maybe hang out sometime?
Shooting your shot.
Responds in like a minute, 30 sequence, like right fucking away. And literally, this is a quote of exactly what he said. Yeah, obviously. When can you? ?
Obviously.
Yes, obviously. And ask me a question about when I can. Because, like, you know, like, Or whatever. And
it's like, let's make plans. When?
Right away. Responded right away.
I would think he's interested.
No, and I was literally like, because yeah, like if I maybe like wasn't interested, but I like didn't want to like fully like, which I think just like be upfront. That's how I am. But like, I would have been like, sounds fun.
Right.
Like, keep it brief. But the word, obviously, the question, and responded really fast. So I respond pretty like quick after, and my was like, okay, well, I don't know if he just like is actually interested or if it's like maybe he's just like wants to like have fun and like.
Okay, what did you respond with?
So no, this is literally why this is what my response is.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, so I was like, I responded with when I could, and I was like, I'm free on whatever day I was free that week. And I was like, or we can maybe do something next weekend. Because that kind of puts it in his cards where it's like, do something next weekend. It's going to be kind of more like bar, same vibe. But then it's like, if it's in the week, like then it's like, okay, we can go and like actually be like, go get coffee.
So you gave him
or whatever.
2 options.
So I gave him options.
Okay.
Never responds.
Left you on red.
And well, so he opened it at like 4 p.m. the next day. Never responded. I have not seen him since. And I kind of was like hung up on it for a little bit.
No, you definitely were. He posted on his private story being like, talking about like, oh, I got ghosted, like what the fuck, like, you know, whatever. And then you posted being like, maybe I should bleach my eyebrows to see if it'll help me because I got ghosted. And then you bleached your eyebrows, and then you posted again, bleaching my eyebrows did not help me get over the ghosting, but at least I look cunt or something.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, no, I think I am a very, very big I feel like my cord is like crackling. Sorry if you can hear that. I'm a big anti-ghoster. Or like leaving people on red, like not responding. I think I suggested that you like respond and just be like question mark or whatever, but I understand why you would want to do that.
Yeah,
like,
no,
right. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't even like be interested anymore at this point, right? There's a chance maybe he like read it, meant to reply and like didn't. But like at this point it's like, if you're trying, like, yeah, I don't know. It'll be weird. I want you to see him in person again to like see what happens, because that'll be interesting. Like if he avoids you, but yeah, ghosting sucks. Like leaving people on red and not saying anything and not responding. Like I'm always anti that, because it really does fuck up the other person. Like not knowing why they didn't respond. Like because I got ghosted in like 2019, like during the time where Josh and I were broken up. I was like dating a few people and I really was into this one guy, and he ghosted me, and he lived pretty far away, so it wasn't like I could like run into him and like get an answer. Like I literally even sent him messages being like, what the fuck is up, like why didn't, like, you know, and he still didn't reply until like 2 years later. Okay, so fucking childish. Like that's my one thing. If you can't communicate, if you can't respond, if you like are gonna like do that, then I don't think he's worth your time anyway.
Well, and that's kind of where I ended up thinking about it.
But also, I can understand why you were hung up on it and needed to bleach your eyebrows. I totally validate that choice.
In my friend's also defense, my friend called me and was like, I'm sorry that I even intervened or whatever. Which again,
but I don't think your friend had any impact on you being ghosted or anything.
Not at all. But I kind of came to the conclusion that either he was drunk and was like, yeah, and then woke up and was like, no. Or basically that he was just like lying and like can't be real. And that's my biggest thing, is like I need someone who's just so fucking straightforward and real.
So either way,
be a bitch.
Either way, like regardless of which of those is true,
yes,
is not for you.
Yeah. And so basically like that, and that's really like how I kind of feel with it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
9 times out of 10, it's your gut instinct, like for what you like, your first instinct of what you think happened, him not being able to just be straight up and real.
And yeah, that's how I think
is 9 times out of 10 that's the truth of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's the cowardly way out.
Well, yeah, so I think that it's just like my friend, like he didn't want to be like, well, I'm not interested to my friend, because like I don't, whatever. And so I think that whatever, but again, like why would you use
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
See, at first I would just think like, oh, he didn't want to be real with like my friend, whatever, like he just wanted to be nice. But
also like if I made out with someone and he was like, I'm a bitch, and then he like left.
Oh, I forgot to mention that I did
critiqued his music. Oh, you cleared that up.
Well, I wouldn't say we really discussed it, but I did say I was
apologize.
like, or whatever. When I had that quick little chat with him, I literally was like,
at the bar.
Also, like, I'm so sorry about that night. Like, I was really drunk. Like, I'm embarrassed about it. And he was like, no, I'm sorry. And I literally was like, sorry for what? Like, you didn't do anything. And like, that's all it was.
Okay, so you don't think that night actually had any impact on him ghosting you?
No, I'm sure it did. I'm so fucking sure that it did that.
Okay,
like,
Yeah, because that's what my thought was. It's like, if you put everything together, I understand why he maybe wouldn't be
The full
interested.
story, yeah, 1000%.
Yeah, and why he wouldn't want to like tell your friend that he's not interested, so he just says he's interested, and then you're like, okay, let's make play. Yeah, yeah, but it's also like
the thing
grow
that
a
like
fucking
mind
pair.
fucks me is just the like, yeah, obviously, when can you? Like,
yeah, like why would you?
are
Word
you
it like
just
that?
like stupid? Like, sorry, that's a little aggressive, but I'm just like, why would you word it like that? Like, literally, like.
Yeah, and that's fair. I agree. That is a weird way to word that. And that, but when you get ghosted, literally, like that's what goes wrong with your brain. You're overthinking. Like, why did you word it like that?
Like
Then if you
every
weren't
little
even-
detail.
Yeah, and that's why ghosting is so fucking rude. Like, don't ghost people.
Which and if like,
Just say you're not interested.
Yes,
that's the message
him
of this episode.
if he literally was like, yeah, I'm not really interested, I would literally be like so fucking fair.
Actually, sorry, considering everything that fucking happened because you were a fucking weirdo and your friend was just like bombarding me drunk at the bar. I'm not interested. That's totally valid. Like, you can say that. Like, yeah.
And I literally would have, and the literally me would have been like, facts. Like,
yeah. So that's the thing.
so
Like,
true.
9 times out of 10, like, you think you're withholding the truth to like spare people's feelings, but by withholding the truth, you're actually just causing way more pain because being ghosted, you stewed over that for way longer than you would have been if he was just like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Actually,
and because like his like small perception of who I am based on those events, I know like from his eyes,
fair.
I'm fucking crazy, and it's like that's just
you
like
probably deserve.
I
to
know
be
I'm
rejected.
so much more than that, and I know that like I whatever, but like if
I mean, you
would
are fucking crazy, regardless.
no,
but
yes, but like I'm a good crazy too.
you are. You're a good crazy.
But it's like
you're
that-
my favorite kind of
No,
crazy.
literally.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Just reject people directly and communicate.
Yeah.
Communicate what you want out of relationships. You did that. That was a great. I mean, yeah. Again, you maybe over.
I shouldn't have done it. In that
Shouldn't have done it in
way.
the middle of the make out and in
Yeah.
that way. But like communicate what you want out of a relationship and communicate when you want that relationship to end instead of ghosting people.
Literally. But yeah, I unfollowed him on Instagram. He still follows me. But I haven't
Probably
seen
not
him at the
after he
bar.
sees this podcast.
But honestly, like if
not after someone sends him this.
no, I'm like, should I post it on my story?
Tag him.
Not tag him, but just be like bad hookup story, and then literally like that's the title. He totally would click on it, right?
But like, do you really want him to relive you embarrassing yourself?
I mean, it would be like I'm like if I'm like maybe
I'm like,
I want
hey, if
him
you're
to hear my
watching this,
mindset.
actually, can you comment? Be like, hey, it's me, Hinge
No,
guy.
literally send me a message. Like,
What is your take on it? Why did you ghost him? What is the real tea?
and I'm like,
Do you want to come on the pod?
well, and that is the thing.
he's
though.
not watching this.
I know, but I'm like, okay, but just let me live my fantasy.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's be delusional.
But
But I don't want the viewers to think that we're like fully delusional. Like
No,
we just like to
literally.
Trisha Paytas is not gonna fucking see this. This Hinge man's not gonna see this. We just like to be delusional. So hey, Hinge man.
with that, it's like also I have decided if I see him in person again, unless he comes up to me
Just avoid.
or says something to me, I'm just gonna avoid him.
Yeah, I would do the
And
same
if
thing.
he does say something to me, I'm literally going to be like, why did you ghost me? Like,
Yeah,
the
that's
thing
fair.
is I'm not like whatever, but I also think that like even if he
Or
fucking
I would just say, why did you leave me on red?
no, yeah, I'll probably say that.
Maybe don't say ghost.
But we just keep saying ghost.
Like
so-
when I got ghosted, I was ghosted. Like we were
Yeah,
like
I just got
literally
left on red.
dating.
Like, he
dating.
didn't like block me or anything. Like
No, yeah. But it is ghosting. Like I agree. Fuck him. But
Yeah.
just kidding. Love you, Hinge guy. Sure,
No,
you're very nice.
literally.
He seems very nice.
but yeah,
but-
and I think the thing is like I either way. Like unless
Either
his
way.
answer is something fucking amazing, which also then I'd just be like sus because I'd be like, okay, well, like I just feel like you're just like telling me.
No,
what I wanna
either
hear.
way, I just
But
don't
either
think
way,
it's
I
meant
think, like,
to be.
It's just not it.
No.
It's not happening.
He's not for you.
Which is totally okay. Like I
On
wish
to
you
the
the
next.
best.
Thank
It's
you,
more of
next.
just like a fucking funny story now at this point.
Yeah, because that is quite embarrassing.
But I'm like, so if you
Drunk Joe is like, you are
drunk me is fucking insane.
hilarious. I think we need to do another like drunk vlog when you turn 21.
I'm like, wait, I'm not 21.
Right. I know. Me too. I
They
forget.
literally call the cops. They're like, I'm like,
Yeah, I got a fake ID though. Just kidding. That was a joke. He
I'm
does
like,
not have a
literally,
fake
if
ID.
you work at the fucking bar that I literally always go to, that was a joke.
He's
Anybody
23
else-
and he lives in Washington.
or if you're the cops, but anybody else, I'm like, I have a fake ID. But if you're those people, I'm
This is a
23 years
joke.
old, and I am from Seattle, Washington,
Yep. And you're my cousin, not my brother.
because our birthdays are somehow a month apart.
Yeah, because we're somehow a month apart, so there's no way we could physically be siblings.
But yeah, that's my love
anyway-
life. Like I really have no love life, and when I do, it's that
You
So-
embarrass yourself. Yeah. I mean,
But I'm just like I'm so focused on like career. Like I don't even.
you're so busy with school and work. Yeah.
I'm like, and I have always said that like I view all my friendships as relationships, and so
we
it's
talked
like,
about that. I think episode 1 of the pod.
Yeah, literally. So it's like I get love in other ways, and like and maybe platonic, but like I get love in other ways that it's like I don't really feel like I'm missing a relationship. So,
and when the right one finds you, he will know how to communicate,
and
he won't ghost you.
He'll deal with me when I go and rant drunk about being a bitch.
You'll be like, I'm a bitch, and he'll be like, you're my bitch.
No, actually, but I'm like, don't say that.
Yeah, no, Josh literally, it's funny. I mean, I don't know if it's cute, it's wholesome. Josh will not use the word bitch, like, and he loves Britney Spears. Josh is like one of his favorite music artists right now is Britney Spears, but like whenever we listen to the song, like he goes, it's Britney, and he like won't say the word bitch.
It's like a slur.
Yeah, it is a slur. It is a slur.
I mean, yeah, if you're using it like derogatory,
yes, but he literally will not say any slur towards any group that he is not a part of. So he's like, I'm not a woman, I won't say that word. So he's always like, we went to a bar. We went to Keys on Main in Salt Lake, and they had a drink. It's a piano bar. It's fun. If Mom is seeing this, I did not go to Keys on Main without you. Never happened. I don't know if she watches every episode or not, but
I hope you watch episode. Like
I don't know. I know she's watched at least like 3 or 4, but I really don't know. But anyway, hey Mom. But we went to Keys on Main, and there was a drink called It's Britney Bitch, and he was like, you have to go order it because I can't say it. But yeah, so Josh literally won't say the word bitch. Funny. But it's cute. I'm like, honestly, valid. So now when a man says the word bitch, like so casually, it literally like takes me back. Like, because I'm so used to Josh like censoring it, you know.
But like a straight man? But because
a straight man, no. Like, a straight man only straight man. Yeah, obviously you can say bitch. Like, bitch is definitely a term that would be used against you. Like, you know, in a.
I mean, I use it against myself.
Right. But yeah, no, like a straight man when a straight man just like says the word bitch casually, now I'm just like. Like, it literally is a red flag to me now, thanks to Josh.
Wow. But anyway, sun is getting dark.
Yeah, the sun is setting.
I mean, you guys literally watched the sunset with us.
We had a little sunset chat. We caught up, had a kiki. We catched you up on everything that's been going on.
And like, who knows? Maybe there'll be an update in the future.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to see if you see him again out at the bar. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. Have a great rest of your day. We love you. We'll try and get another episode sooner rather than later.
Bye.